In a networking event, how do I make a lasting impression when I meet someone for the first time?
To make a lasting impression at a networking event, showing genuine interest in others is key. A simple way to do this is...
In my first videos, I showed you how to get started with AI voice bots and do some advanced automations using meg.com. But since the inception of custom GPTs and the GPT store, I felt that it was important for me to show you how you can profit from this. If you clicked on this video, you're likely an entrepreneur that recognizes the huge opportunity of custom GPTs. You are in the right place because in this video, I want to show you something different. I want to show you first how you can build a custom GPT and also how this GPT can help you network more effectively in networking events. I have spent time making everything work so that I can show you how you can do it too. So you don't want to go anywhere because it will most likely help you if you want to make money out of custom GPTs and AI in general. But before we get started, my name is Smail Alaoui. I'm an AI engineer and entrepreneur. I have been in the online business and AI world since 2017. On this channel, I focus on bringing you AI-focused content for entrepreneurs like me who are looking to get started and take advantage of this AI gold rush. So if this kind of content interests you, make sure to watch my other videos that can give you AI business ideas, especially the ones about AI voice bots. Also, if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. I will be answering them. As you're trying right now to take advantage of this AI boom, you're most likely using cold emails, DMs, LinkedIn outreach, or even cold calls. The problem is that 99% of people are doing that, and businesses are already being flooded by ChatGPT generated messages, and they will most likely flag your emails as spam. So you need to ask yourself one fundamental question in business: how can I stand out? Well, the answer is simple. You need to do things that the rest of the people are either not thinking of doing or are not willing to do to participate in networking events. Those events are actually a breath of fresh air from all the spam for you and your leads to discuss AI and to see if there is a match between your services and their needs. However, there is a quote that says, "To be prepared is half the victory," which means you need some type of guidance to make the best out of these events and to maximize your chances of signing new clients. Well, in this video, we'll be creating a custom GPT that will do just that. So now you're asking yourself, okay, he will show us a way to use ChatGPT to network effectively, but how exactly? Well, the GPT that we are creating will be using a special knowledge. Actually, it will be using one of my favorite books, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. In case you don't know it, it's a bestseller self-help book. It really helps you connect more easily with people and create meaningful professional relationships. So with the intelligence of our GPT and the knowledge of Dale Carnegie, we can start asking questions like, how do I make myself approachable? How should I follow up with someone I just met at an event? Or how to gracefully exit a conversation? So stick around because not only I'm gonna show you how to build it, but also I'm gonna show you a small demo of it. So let's get started. Okay, first an important detail before we get started, you need at least GPT Plus subscription to either create your own GPTs or use them. The custom GPT that I created is this one, Win Friends with GPT, and of course I will show you how to access it. But now let's show you how you can create one from scratch. First, what you want to do is log into your ChatGPT account, as you can see here, and then next you want to click on Explore GPTs. And then click on Create. So you see now that you have two panels. The one on the left shows the tabs Create and Configure, and the one on the right shows the actual preview of your GPT. I like to just ignore for now the Create tab and go directly to the Configure tab. Here actually you can upload an image for your GPT, but of course we will see how to use ChatGPT to generate an image for us. Here you write the name of your GPT. So I called it Win Friends with GPT tutorial. And then here you just write a small description of your GPT. So here I just wrote a practical way to ask questions about the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So this is the most important part of this configuration, is to prompt, so that you will be guiding basically ChatGPT on how it will behave. So here I wrote a little prompt so that I will be guiding ChatGPT on how it should behave. I gave it a little context. You will be answering questions for someone who planned to go to a networking event. Of course, feel free to read the rest of the prompt. I put it into my resources page. Here it is also advised to add some conversation starters so that your users will know what type of questions they can ask to your GPT. I advise you guys to not make those questions too long, because this is what will happen if those questions are too long. So you see now that a long question will result into this snapshot that doesn't show actually the rest of the question. So I wrote those conversation starters. First, can you suggest ways to follow up with people I meet? How can I gracefully exit a conversation? How to set specific networking goals? How can I make myself approachable? Now, the second most important part of this GPT is the knowledge that it will be using. So here, make sure to upload your book as a PDF so that GPT will be using it as a data source. Of course, make sure to buy the book because as far as I know, How to Win Friends and Influence People is not in the public domain yet. For this particular GPT, let's just disable the web browsing and the DALL-E image generation for now because we don't need it. For the actions, those are some advanced settings that you can use, but we don't need them for now. We're almost done. Now we just need a nice picture to get along with this GPT, and then we can publish it. So in order to easily add a new image, you can either click on this button if you already have an image. However, you can still use ChatGPT to generate for you an image that you can use for your GPT. So you should first click on this Create tab. And here let's write a nice prompt that will help GPT generate a nice image for us. So I wrote, I want to generate a new image for my GPT. The image should symbolize a friendship between artificial intelligence and humans. Use the generated image for the GPT. Okay, this one is actually quite nice because I think it was inspired by this image here. Yeah, it's quite nice, so let's use it. And then in order to publish your GPT, you should click here. And then, of course, you could either, publish it through this option, anyone with a link, or everyone. And when you check everyone, it means it will be added to the GPT store. However, not anybody actually can publish a GPT into the store. You first need to verify your domain name. So as you can see here, I already verified my domain name, NeuraFirst.com. If you want to know how you can make your domain name verified by OpenAI, of course, comment that below and I will be answering that. Of course, you can also choose the category of the GPT that you just created. So here I just put education. And then once you're done, just click on confirm. Okay, so now I just downloaded the ChatGPT app so that I can speak to it directly. I will first ask it 2 questions and let it answer to me. And then I will just, ask 3 more questions and then display to you guys a small summary of the answer, because sometimes the answers can be a bit lengthy. At an event, can you tell me some effective icebreakers or nice conversation starters to start talking with people?
To start conversations at a networking event effectively, you can use these strategies. First, smile genuinely when you meet someone. A smile is a universal sign of friendliness and can make people more open to a conversation. Second, become genuinely interested in other people. Ask them about themselves, their work, and what they enjoy about their industry. Third, remember and use people's names during the conversation. It personalizes the interaction and shows respect and attentiveness. Fourth, talk in terms of the other person's interests. If you know something about their work or industry, bring it up. This demonstrates that you've taken an interest in what matters to them.
In a networking event, if I start talking to someone, but this person just keeps talking about himself, How should I handle this situation?
When you're in a situation where someone keeps talking about themselves, it's important to stay patient and show genuine interest. This approach can help maintain a positive atmosphere and may even encourage them to become more interested in your perspectives. If you're looking for a way to shift the conversation more towards a mutual exchange, you could try gently introducing topics or questions that invite them to ask about you or your interests. This could be as simple as relating to their story with something like, "That's really interesting. I've had a similar experience with," or asking for their opinion or advice on a matter that's important to you. Remember, making someone feel important and listened to can create a favorable impression, which might encourage them to engage in a more balanced conversation.
So the third question that I asked is, what is an effective way to follow up with someone that I just met in an event to maintain a professional relationship? Okay, to that question, the answer was this. So personalize your communication by mentioning specific topics you discussed or shared interests. And the second point was express appreciation for the conversation that you just had and any insights that you gained. The next question that I asked is, if I start talking with someone and then I realize that there is no match in terms of professional goals, how can I gracefully exit the conversation? And this is what it answered me. First, express appreciation, so like the first one. So the second point is be honest but tactful. So you can say something along the lines of, "It seems like our professional paths might not align perfectly, but it was insightful to hear your perspective." And then you can make a graceful exit. You can say something like, "I see a colleague I need to say hello to, but let's definitely keep in contact. Have a great rest of the event." The last question that I ask is, I started talking with someone in an event. However, I realized that this person is most likely a competitor of mine. How should I handle this situation? First, you should acknowledge common ground. Start by acknowledging, the shared interests or challenges in your industry. Also, remember to maintain professionalism. Avoid discussing sensitive information about your business or strategies. The book emphasizes the importance of building a good reputation. And then, if needed, politely disengage the conversation. Alright guys, that was it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something. In my resources page, I will be adding a file containing the exact instructions on how to create your custom GPT. I also added 5 additional networking questions that you can ask my GPT to help you network more effectively. So make sure to ask those questions before your next networking event. In case you're new to this channel, my name is Smail, I'm an AI engineer and the founder of NeuraFirst, an AI agency where we help businesses integrate AI into their processes. If you want to have a consulting call and get an AI audit done by me, feel free to schedule a call through the Calendly link in the description. Also, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell because I prepared for you a lot of AI and business related content to take advantage of the big wave that is AI. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below because I will be answering them too. Cheers everybody!